Okay, so we are live. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Hi, Roopa.
Hi, Trusha. Good to be here. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Good to be with you guys.
yeah. So let's just first give our introduction and then we'll go ahead.
Yeah.
So let's start with you first.
Okay. So my name is Roopa Venki. I have been teaching Meipadam and Karlakatai for the last about 3 years. I also practice Tai Chi, Qigong, and Chinese martial arts. I also am a homeopath, Ayurvedic practitioner, and a past life regressionist. Have a background in neuroscience and psychology for what's relevant, but yeah, here I am.
Okay. So my name is Trusha. I have been teaching Meipadam and Karlakatai for almost for slightly more than 5 years now, and I was the first woman to complete 2 levels of training in Karlakatai. I was also the second woman to make world record in Karlakatai. Um, Over a period of, I'll say, last 5 years, luckily I've been able to introduce this art to close to 25,000 people, I'll say. And I'm a practitioner uh, of course, Meipadam, Karlakatai, then Shaolin Kung Fu, and also Shifu Kanishka Combatives, which is again a very sophisticated martial arts system. So yes, I guess the purpose behind having this channel is for people to have this free training and free learning, affordable learning and introduction with what Maypadam is. Because as you would agree, Rupa, we have had a very transformational experience with the practice of Maypadam.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely mind-blowing stories and benefits. Yes.
Yes. I mean, for myself, Maypadam helped me to reverse the symptoms of multiple sclerosis, which is an autoimmune neurodegenerative disease believed to be incurable. So I have been completely able to reverse the symptoms. I was able to do this within some 4 to 5 months of starting the practice of Maypadam, and then. From there on, actually, I started feeling my health and fitness going to such a level that I didn't even experience in my teenage years. So today, the things that I'm able to do in terms of my fitness, in terms of martial arts practice, I couldn't have imagined them doing when I was a teenager or even in my early 20s. And have you had similar experience, Rupa, with the practice of Maypadam?
Absolutely. The best, the most, I've tried a lot of other exercise options and ways and all of it, but my absolute favorite is, of course, Meipadam and Tai Chi for the simple reason that it's a beautiful combination of where you work on your body. Physically, you're improving your strength, your mobility, being more mindful about it and everything. But the most amazing thing is you also are meditating at the same time. You can say it's more like dynamic meditation, it's sort of moving meditation. For that reason, I think this is the best combination where you're positively benefiting your body. So you're increasing your mobility, fitness, strength, all of it, flexibility, and all of that. And you're also working on your mind, your emotional well-being as well. So that's one amazing combination, which I don't think a lot of other exercise fields would offer. And it's sort of the, I think the beauty of Maipadam is it works so gently on your body and is across age and fitness, no prerequisites whatsoever. Anybody and everybody can do it. That's another amazing thing. Oh, you have to have a certain level of fitness or flexibility, nothing like that. Like in my class, the oldest is about 79 and the youngest is about 30. I had a couple of 20-year-olds, but they didn't last. But yeah, so the age group is amazing and they are able to do it. So it's very accessible across age groups and fitness levels, which is another brilliant thing.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you there, because recently, as I kept you informed, I started the practice of Shaolin Kung Fu. And to be able to come to the stage of being able to start the practice of Shaolin Kung Fu, I think what really helped me to keep that level of fitness gently improving and increasing was Meipadam in my day-to-day life. So from here, I would like to take both of us to this next question, um, which is how would you, Rupa, introduce Maypadam in the quickest way possible? How would you, uh, yeah.
Um, in the simplest, quickest way possible, it's a very gentle and dynamic way to improve your physical and mental well-being. As simple as that. Because it works with your entire body, head to toe. You're working with it throughout my padam. So it's never that, oh, I'm strengthening my arms and strengthening my core and the rest of the body is neglected. No, you're working through the entire body. So that's amazing, isn't it? One of those rare things where you are working with the entire body as one unit, which only the traditional fitnesses will generally do, don't you think? The more modern ones don't take the entire body as one unit into consideration. It's just breaking, working with one muscle group or the other, or working on fitness, strength, or flexibility. It's never both. So, don't you think this is an amazing, unique combination?
Yes, I mean, modern fitness has kind of a reductionist view, unfortunately, just like modern medicine. Um because when I started my journey of teaching, I experienced a lot of this kind of sentiment among people that, we didn't have a science backed base. We didn't have a science backed foundation to what we are doing. And that was the reason why I decided to study modern fitness, and then once I studied modern fitness, I was like, okay, now I know why I will always, for the rest of my life, stick to Maypadam, because it's like a very holistic system. So if I were to give more of a textbook kind of an introduction to Maypadam, then that would be it's a system which has almost 1,500 movements, and these movements give you parameters of fitness which are, as per my experience and learning of this, have been muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance, joint mobility, dynamic flexibility, neuromuscular coordination, better proprioception, and more self awareness. It is loaded with these
Very much so. Yes.
benefits, right? So,
Do
yeah,
you want to touch
the
upon the more traditional idea of Maipadam? Maybe just a quick insight as to the origins of it historically, as to who invented Maipadam, to put it very simplistically.
So that's the thing with all the traditional martial arts, right? Whether it's Indian martial arts or Chinese martial arts, uh, we have a very spiritual idea of where these arts have come from. It is like um, it's a very surrendering kind of an idea that there wasn't a single person, like a big persona who brought this. In fact, we believe that we believe in the first teacher, the first guru of martial arts, which is, at least for all Indian martial arts, is considered as Shiva.
Mm.
Uh, and then it was his blessing to all the human beings, which was passed down from the through the warrior sages, so that human beings are able to keep themselves emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit through across all times and ages, irrespective of what age you are in, right? What yuga you
Yeah,
are in,
what you go, or
irrespective
yeah,
of
yeah.
that. Yeah, exactly. So it was like a tool. It was uh, this and in the ancient times, actually the idea of fitness and Maypadam itself was that firstly fitness was not something that people thought of, oh, I have to make time for it. It was as
No,
natural
yeah,
as
true.
if you are eating every day, if you are brushing your teeth every day, and if you are going for bowel movements every day, that's how keeping fit
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
It
It's as
wasn't a
important as
burden.
breathing, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And even Maypadam, it was a system that martial artists and warriors practiced to heal themselves after coming back from war or battle or
And
other,
it is both
fights.
physical and mental traumas, all sorts, isn't it?
Exactly, and that's what the purpose was. So this was they use this as a system to heal themselves, and I think Maypadam kind of finds a parallel when it comes to this with other martial arts. I mean, traditional and ancient martial arts from other cultures as well, right? So that
Yeah.
was like the uh, where it comes from. And
True. Yeah, it's sort
do
of,
we have
as you
anything to
rightly
add?
say, you
Yeah.
see a bit of Maipadam in very different, like Persian culture to Chinese culture, to, of course, North India, South India, all over. So you sort of see it scattered and you see bits and pieces of it, though it's called by different names. But yeah, it seemed to be worldwide spread in different forms and all traditional practices.
Hmm. And have you found because you are one of the practitioners of Tai Chi, which is also considered a very powerful healing art from a martial arts system. Have you found any similarities with what we have in Mei Padam and Tai Chi Qigong?
Yeah, yeah. At the core of it, Trisha, it's all targeting the same things. It's all the idea at the core is exactly the same. It's probably packaged differently and looks differently on the outside. Like when you do Tai Chi, it's different, and when you do Maipadam, it's different. But at the core, you're working with the same principles. For the well-being principles, as in you're working with the nadis, as we say in India, and in Chinese they call it meridians, which are more energetic channels which are running throughout your body. So it's about keeping energy flowing through them seamlessly. When there is stagnation in these meridians is when you end up with all sorts of physical and mental health problems. So it's working with that core. Traditionally, that's how they spoke about it before. The more reductionist approach of muscle naming and tendon naming came into place. So that was at the core. That's what they worked with. So at the core, the way they move, how they move, the reason they move is all similar, very similar. So you're working with the entire body as one unit. You're not moving just your arm muscles. It's more internal strength that you're using, internal energy in combination with your external energy. So it's not about just strengthening your muscles or improving your flexibility and mobility, but it's also about this internal energy flow, keeping that flowing and smooth and not stagnant. So when you don't move any part of your body for long, or don't go through all the range of motions in any part of your body, maybe the shoulder, maybe the hip, it does cause stagnation. It does cause that sort of immobility, causes its own level of issues physically, but energetically speaking causes stagnation of energy, which can give other problems. So they had all of this in mind then, and they designed the entire system, both of it, Maipadam, and they just probably come from different parts of the world, but the idea is the same. The reason you go to it is the same, how you implement it is the same, and the benefits are equally amazing. It's what resonates with different people. That's it, what you feel comfortable. So everybody should give it a try. That's the bottom line. My padam is for
Mm.
everybody, and everybody should give it a go and experientially firsthand get a feel for it. One is to know about it, hear about it, see it, but when you do it, it's a different feel altogether. Don't you
Mm.
agree?
Yes, and also, why do you think it works? I mean, it really works rapidly in terms of showing its effects and benefits. Why do you think Maypadam is so effective and so fast in showing the benefits?
Uh, yeah, considering we don't have enough studies or enough background or research done into it, my initial take will be that because it works with the entire body, you're using different aspects of your body all at the same time, your muscles, your bones, your tendons, your fascia, all of your body elements, which you don't necessarily focus at other times. You're using all in synchrony, which is where the magic happens, is what I would say. So it is that connection between the shoulder and the hip, which is something we don't think about on a day-to-day basis. But once you start thinking of those connections as we're doing the Maypadam, you are, it sort of, apart from the mindfulness that we develop doing it, it's also working that body as one unit. Because again, we are so disconnected with our body over the years. We have gotten into bad habits. Maybe when we are walking, we don't do heel toe walking. When we are reaching for something, we just stretch our elbow rather than use our entire body to stretch and take something. That sort of a thing. It's working with the entire body. The body is very connected. What happens in your fingertip is sort of, the brain is aware, the toes are aware, everything in the body is aware of each other's activity and presence. So I think it is somewhere where we are using all elements of the body as one, syncing it up with awareness. I think that's why we feel the benefits. And of course, the endurance is built when we do it over a period in time. The stamina is built. And with the meditation, you don't realize how long you're doing it even for. You think, oh, I'll do 108 rounds of this. And then 5 minutes down, oh, is it already 108? I didn't realize. It's that sort of a feeling. So it's addictive.
Yeah. Yes, yes. For me, because that's what my personal experience was, that because I started with having this neurological uh, health problem,
Hmm?
what I have experienced is that it starts very fast to transform your nervous system. So your brain, your nerves, the whole nervous system, it starts to change very fast. And since it's our nervous system that controls like the whole functioning of the body, this positive transformation in nervous system also triggers this fast kind of healing for the rest of the body. But I feel this change that it brings in improving the function of your nervous system is really, really rapid. It's really fast. Personally, I haven't experienced it. I see. I'm not trying to put other systems down. I'm just trying to tell what my experience has been. So even though I have practiced other systems, Indian systems, I found Maypadam to be the fastest when it came to this.
Okay, but what do you think, Trisha, was it when you first started it with no background whatsoever in any sort of fitness as such? Was it difficult to do, especially with the physical condition that you had with your MS? Was it difficult to move, or how was it?
So actually, interestingly, I was already a yoga teacher when I
Mm,
started Maypadam.
mm,
So it was, of course, it was difficult to do because I had mobility issues, muscle mass loss, then coordination problems, chronic fatigue, then inflammatory pain. So when I started, it was difficult to keep up with all the number of repetitions, of course, uh, but still, what I used to find was that once you finish those 108 repetitions of any particular movement, you feel different. You don't feel, it's like you feel as if the pain in that particular part of your body has gone. Like it's just like changed itself, like the cells, the blood, everything just got uh, like changed. So
true.
that's how it felt. Yes, of course it was challenging, but then um, if you want to keep fit, it is, you can't do it by staying in your comfort zone. It's not possible. Pain
Yeah,
is very natural
true.
and common when it comes to exercising and keeping fit. So yeah,
And we have both had massive experiences with a lot of people with chronic health issues,
yeah,
smaller health issues like frozen shoulders and that sort of a thing, and more systemic issues like arthritis and all sorts of morbidity that we have dealt with. Right? You would have also had
yes,
loads of experience with it. And
Yes,
like you say, the transformation is quite quick.
yes, yes, yes.
um,
And
so
yes, I mean, health issues from like rheumatoid arthritis, then all kinds of arthritis, autoimmune problems like MS, and again, rheumatoid arthritis, then chronic fatigue, which is so rampant in today's world,
especially
but
post
we kind
COVID,
of
yes. Mm.
exactly, but we kind of, distract ourselves from it with
You sort of also start
tea,
normalizing it.
coffee.
Oh, I have to live with this. That sort of a thing, isn't it?
Exactly. It is normal as you start to age. It's normal to feel this kind of, to experience these symptoms, which actually is very dangerous brainwash, I feel. And also, regular normalizing this kind of lifestyle where you uh, suppress this symptom of chronic fatigue and aches and pains with tea, coffee,
Chocolates.
food,
Mm.
or exactly food, or even other experiences like, let's
Mm.
say, shopping or
Mm.
social media.
Oh,
So
yes, the biggest addiction of the
yeah,
times. Yep.
yes, yes, yes. So you normalize this, and then uh, these
Keep
symptoms start
distracting
to get
yourself from the
worse.
symptoms. Yeah.
Exactly, and then they start to get worse, and suddenly, people say that, oh, I used to be fine, and then suddenly this happened. Nothing happens suddenly.
No.
No symptom, no disease occurs suddenly. It has built up over the years, over a period of decades, because of our choices, bad choices.
Absolutely. Yeah, it sort of creeps up on you and you're normalizing it at every stage. And then one fine day it hits you, oh, that's difficult. Now I can't live my life normally. Um, yeah, the idea of picking up something like this and committing to it for at least a short time, you
Hmm.
experience it and you commit it at least for a short time, for a few weeks, months, and then see the benefit, because it's not going to happen, like it's not like a switch that's going to change you overnight. But then giving it a chance is the best thing you can do to empower yourself physically
Yes.
and mentally, because to have a tool which will improve your quality of life is amazing.
Hmm.
You have the ability
Hmm.
to do it, just pick it, that's sort of a thing.
Hmm. What's the minimum duration you think people should stick to Maypadam to start seeing significant changes?
uh, of course, the longer the better indeed, but I would definitely say 6 weeks is a good time. 6 weeks is a because a lot of, if you see traditional practices, they say 40 days, with that idea
Hmm.
that the
Hmm.
majority of your cells rewire or
Hmm.
change in that period. Different cells have different lifespan, but it is that sort of a 40-day period. About 6 weeks, I think, is sort of a good time to get a feel of where you're headed. And the
Hmm.
longer you, was the energy is constantly improving and everything improves, stamina, flexibility. With time, everything will improve more and more. You think, oh, I am so much better than before, but that's not the end. You can still continue to
Yes.
improve. So it's a
Exactly.
constant build
Exactly.
up, and as we age, the wear and tear in our bodies also is more. So it's the
Yes.
more strength building needed, keeping your flexibility needed, improving your pelvic muscles. So I had one of my students who had urinary continence issues, and she didn't think much about it. In fact, she didn't even tell me when she was coming for the lessons. About a few, I don't know how many, maybe a few months later, I think 2 months or 3 months later, she all of a sudden realized, oh, I don't have that problem anymore. So,
Hmm.
a lot of things just creep on. Even the good things creep on you as much as the bad things
Hmm.
creep. And the body just goes with it and builds itself up wonderfully. The vitality generally improves. So it is not
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
sorting one ailment or anything, but again, the holistic approach. We are working with the whole body, and all of your energy, mental, physical energy, is enhanced
Hmm.
with my body.
Hmm. There are so many testimonials, even other teachers who are teaching Maypadam, and positive feedback, positive transformation. But one thing I still would like to warn against is thinking that Maypadam is some kind of a problem-solving pill. You
Magic
know,
pill.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, okay, you have this health issue. Let's say you have PCOS, and then you do it for, let's say, oh, I should do it for 6 months, and then PCOS will get corrected, and then that's it. The pill has solved its problem. It's done its purpose, and now I don't need to keep up the discipline. So that's one thing. And the second thing itself, which I've found, is that, this whole approach, our view of looking at a health problem, is again, it's a very reductionist thing. So I should do Maypadam because I want to get rid of PCOS. I want to get rid of migraine. I want to get rid of chronic fatigue or things like that. You will end up missing out on like a huge benefit, like a complete package that Maypadam has to offer. Because see, what I have experienced and learned is that, along with the practice of Maypadam, you also have to be aware of how you're living your life. So, what you're eating, how you're sleeping, about your emotions, your awareness about your emotions. And if that is not in place, so for if for one person that is in place, so that person starts to see the benefits faster than the person for whom it's not so much in place, like they're still working on it but they are
Mm,
lagging behind. So
true.
they will see the same benefits. It might take them a year. So people start. There is a possibility that people can think, oh, after 6 months it didn't work, which means it failed. Maypadam failed me, and that's why over a period of years, even I have started talking about Maypadam in terms of the parameters of fitness it offers, rather than what diseases it's able to
Exactly.
cure or reverse. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It is unfair on any field, or it's not realistic. It's not realistic at all to have one tool solve all your problems. None of our problems have like one problem and one answer. It's never the case anyway in life. So the more support systems you put in place, physically, dietary, lifestyle, of course, the combined synergistic impact is going to take you there quicker, and it is more long lasting too. So the
Yeah,
benefit sustains for much longer. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah, people need to think more so from a sort of 360-degree perspective, rather than I do this
yes,
one thing and then my all my problems, or this one problem will definitely get sorted. Life never has one
yes,
question and one answer for that one question. So
yes.
same is the case here.
And that's where I want to bring this point in, which I mentioned earlier, was that the way Maypadam starts to transform your nervous system. So
Mm,
the thing is that once you start the practice of Maypadam, and as you start to change, discipline in this one part of your life, which is practicing Maypadam with consistency, helps tremendously to bring discipline on its own in the other parts of your life as well. So, in terms of what are you eating, what are you watching,
mm,
how is your sleep, how are your emotions, what kind of people you engage with, what kind of emotions you allow from people towards yourself, and you are expressing the way you are expressing yourself. The discipline starts to come in these parts of life, and which I think is um, largely possible, and happens because how fast Maypadam starts to change the nervous system.
yeah, and absolutely, very well said, Trisha. That is very true. And I can also say that the stuff that we do in Maipadam is not just restrained, or just for the Maipadam session. What we do there is for throughout the day. That it's the how you hold the body, how you breathe. People always often forget to note their breathing, if it's shallow, fast, slow. No idea. People are just so engrossed in the outside things, they forget or lose touch with their body. So Maipadam brings you back into all of that, and you can carry that on throughout the day beyond the Maipadam session. So the benefits last throughout. It's not just for the session or just for the fitness, but it sort of, apart from it, also helping people come out of and take the edge off on even serious health issues like depression and sorts. Not that it is a curative element. I'm not saying that it cures depression, but it helps get you out or take the edge off it, along with all the other stuff that we were discussing. You will need more support, but it does help with something as mind boggling as that, even. But you can take on the benefits and the ideas of Maipadam throughout. Like if you have to push something heavy, you don't push it with just your arms, you push your entire body with it. You breathe out as you push. So all of these details, which sort of, I guess, toddlers do it. They are so much more connected with their body. They don't think about it. Oh, do I have to breathe out and stand up or push? It just comes, right? That's how all of us were. And somewhere we lost it as we grew old. So, Maipadam helps you, takes you back to all of that. So that's beautiful, isn't it? It's sort of completing the circle in a way, don't you think?
Yes, yes, it does. And what do you think about what has been your learning in terms of Maypadam being able to help with various kinds of injuries?
It does have a lot of rehabilitation potential, of course, because then again, because for example, if you have a knee problem, for example, there ought to be issues. It's not possible that knee problem stays just in the knee. It will impact your ankle, it will impact your hip. It's eventually over a period in time going to impact your shoulder as well. So it's like I said, the body is one unit which we don't recognize. So when you normally go for knee rehabilitation, they work only on the knee, but no, that is in the middle of the hip and the ankle. So you have to look at everything in totality, which is what Maipadam will help you achieve. It helps you bring back alignment in your entire body. So of course it helps with an individual issue as such, your knee issue or ankle issue or shoulder issue, but it also helps the rest of the thing comes in line. So for all you know, your knee issue could be because your hip is out of whack, it's out of alignment. And so, when you work with all of the body and realign the entire body, not only will the knee issue, it'll help the knee issue, but it'll also prevent it from reoccurring. So I don't think there are too many other things which I can say will help you do that. Don't you think?
Yes, like for example, many people are not aware of this fact that knee problem can also start because of, and many times it does happen because of very weak glute muscles and very weak core muscles.
Yeah, yeah.
So, two things with regards to injuries. First is that because Maypadam works on giving you all these parameters of fitness, some 6, 7, 8 parameters of fitness. I have experienced that it really reduces the chance of getting injured because
Mm.
the intensity with which at least my martial arts practice has gone has the intensity has only increased while I'm aging. The intensity of my practice has increased, and that I give major credit to the practice of Maypadam for like 6 years now. And second thing is that even if you get some injury, um, it's like, let's say you're working on it, you're doing some physiotherapy exercises for it. Till that time, Maypadam has a system where you can continuously keep working on these parameters without that part getting affected or injured more. So, these two things I found about the connection between
Very true.
Maypadam and injuries. Yeah,
Yeah, rehabilitation. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah.
yeah. And Rupa, what do you think about this 108 repetitions? What is with this number 108, according to you?
Um, yeah, there are a lot of explanations for 108. Very interesting explanations people have. Traditionally speaking, it's a
Hmm.
very auspicious number because, um, uh, yeah, there are multiple explanations. One of them is that the distance between Earth and Sun and the Earth and the Moon, they're all 108 times. So between, I think Earth and Sun is something and 108 times, and similarly. So there are a lot. I mean, I'm not very clear on exact the numbers, but there is more of that, and it all adds up to 9 and all of that. So that is the traditional one view of that. But I think more pragmatically speaking, more practically, it is about keeping to account which is uh, is enough to build up endurance and stamina, and at the same time you can do multiples of that to keep improving it. So one, you get the good feeling that you're doing an auspicious number, which is good for you, and also, yeah, it's more about motivating and keeping you there to reach to that nice number, which will help improve, because otherwise people are going to be motivated to, oh no, it's already hurting after 30 now, my shoulder isn't feeling good, is the general, and they want to give up. But if you sort of gently, oh no no, let's do half 54, half of 108, you feel good about it. So I guess it's somewhere that psychological motivation as well. But yeah, I'm sure there are loads of other benefits which I wouldn't really fully know. You might know a few of the 108 benefits, I would say, the
So
stories behind it.
it's like, there are kind of 2 points which I learned. One is it is believed that the first 96 repetitions help to heal your physical body, whereas the remaining 12 repetitions help to heal your spiritual body. It seems it is related to Verma points as well, like the
We
96
have
Verma
108
points.
Brahma points, yes.
Yeah, so it is 96 plus 12. So 96 are the,
No, not 96
I
plus 12,
don't, sorry, what?
108, no?
Yeah, 108, but 96 Verma points are of one kind, and then the 12
Ah,
are
okay.
considered very critical,
Ah, okay,
crucial.
okay, like that. Oh, right, 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 of course.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
there are in total 108 Marma points. That's true. Yeah.
yes, 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 yeah. So it's this, but I'm sure there are more explanations because I
Yeah,
don't
many more
think.
stories. Yeah, you have the
Yes,
rosary beads or the Japmala, which is 108 as well. So there are
yes,
loads of
yes.
there's loads of significance to the number per se.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So, yeah, and what about, okay, let's touch this point as well because nowadays, more than health benefits and whatever fitness parameters, this one thing is what people want more than anything. Uh, most of, like majority of people, they don't even care about longevity and all these things, but weight loss. So, what about Maypadam and weight loss?
Yeah, vanity does have a role to play. You can't deny it.
Huh,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah, then again, yeah, it's people need to look at weight loss as a much more, again, a holistic perspective to weight loss rather than look at the number. Oh, I reduced from 70 to 60. That's not the point. Has your health been impacted? You can just fast away and bring it down in a couple of days. But what's the point? Right? So you need to do it in a healthy way, which I'm sure Meipadam is a good tool, because it tones your body naturally. But and again, it's not about so much as weight loss as feeling confident. Why people want to weight loss? Because they want to look good, feel confident, right? And I guess somewhere my pardon will contribute positively in improving your confidence for sure, because you sort of get in touch with your body, your posture improves, you're standing tall, you feel good. So I guess that is way more powerful than weight loss in my world, at least. And of course, I'm sure it will, over a period in time, the consistency and dedication matters, and it will help for sure. But it is more of these benefits which are way more powerful and exciting than the actual number coming down, because the number could come down and you could feel miserable. What's the point? You feel brilliant. So all of the posture and your breathing, all of the health, the vitality. So if your vitality is improved, your face shows it, your eyes shine with it. That is way more beautiful than having a Barbie like figure, which is not necessarily, it could look anemic and sick. So you need to think about things and think, why do I want to do this? What's the purpose? People
Hmm,
need to think about it.
hmm,
It's not just going
hmm.
number focus. But think about all of these things, and I'm sure my Padam has a lot of role to play in all of that.
Also, I feel these ideas about how women's bodies should look, or
Uh,
men also,
Media
but
should, yeah.
what our weight should be and how our bodies should look. They are imposed on us over a period of time. They are forced on us over a period of time. Okay,
Mm,
at least the culture to which we belong, we don't look at beauty as just external thing. We always, beauty is always energetic. So in our text, and if you see in our text and the teachings that we got, beauty was not seen like having certain kind of a body and then a particular kind of a way. And in terms of when it comes to weight loss, also we are trying to uh, fix a gash with
mm,
a band-aid, right? So when it comes to increasing weight, what people don't understand is weight gain is also result of feeling unsafe. If you're feeling unsafe, that's why your body starts to hoard.
yeah.
Okay, so
Insecurities.
you have to first work on that aspect, and instead of working on that aspect, we just keep struggling, and in fact keep running and chasing after something that has been forced on us, that has been, we are kind of brainwashed into thinking this is, if you are bombarded all the time with something, that this is beauty, this is what is beautiful, this
Yeah,
is it,
yeah,
this is it. You
yeah.
see certain kind of image getting millions of views and millions of
Mhm.
likes, then you get, it's like a programming, it's like
Yes,
a programming, yeah,
yes,
right. So
absolutely.
and then you become extremely unhappy that you can never look like that, neither you are able to work on what longevity and real joy and happiness and fulfillment is, and chasing something that's impractical. In fact, whatever we see on social media, that's not even real. Like
Yeah,
a lot of things,
yeah. Loads of
they are
filters and airbrushing done.
exactly airbrushing, and
Focus the
even
reality.
like, yeah, even the way you take the pictures, and even in the clothing itself, having a clothing in such a way that certain body parts are enhanced and certain body parts look slimmer. So all these things, instead of working on living a more joyful and healthy life, a fit life, running after all this is, in fact, it's going to make you increasingly unhappy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No,
that
that is
is
very
about
beautifully said. Very beautifully said. Yes, very true. Unfortunately, media has a lot of impact, and it's across men and women. Men believe that they have to
yes,
have those bulky biceps and those
yes,
flat six packs, all of that to only look handsome, and the physique has
yes,
to. That's the only physique that is attractive. But if you
yes.
traditionally look, that is not the case. This is more
No,
generated by the media. That's the impression they have given. But traditionally, you had to be lean and fit. That's it.
yes,
And you have to be strong and physically,
yes,
practically strong, not just look strong. So, all of these people who
right.
have these bulky muscles, I'm sure they have issues with mobility and flexibility. So, you win
Mhm,
some, you lose
exactly.
some. So, like you rightly say, there are elements of fitness that we have to pay attention to, and
Yes,
strike a balance between it all. So, not that you shouldn't go to the gym, that's not what I'm saying, but it's about
exactly.
balancing it with other elements of fitness, not just weights alone.
Yes,
But yeah,
yes.
we need to think for ourselves as to what we want to do in our lives and how do we look beautiful, rather than do it because the media is saying so and trying to conform.
Right. Right. And your genes are that of, like, genetically, all the women in your family have had like big hip bones. And suddenly, with exercise, you can't expect to start looking like a Caucasian woman.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you
that's
have to see it in perspective. Yes.
exactly. So women in your family have carried big hip bones, and then suddenly you expect to have a waist that is like 28, 24, whatever, 26, whatever is going on, whatever is trending nowadays.
True.
So
I know.
yeah. So Yes, so I think yeah, we have so much to talk about what mental health is, physical health is, and Maypadam itself. Um, I guess the purpose on for this platform. So what our plan is to uh, have these free classes. So you will be doing a free class every week, and I'll be doing a free class
Yeah.
every week online live classes, and then we'll be having a session like this, which is kind of trying to bring sobriety in terms of what health and fitness is, in making it, trying our best to making it detached from the drama of Instagram reels,
Yes.
because
Yes.
I have learned that the simple things which are effective are not reel worthy at all. They
Yeah.
are
It's
not
not as
real
effective.
worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are not dramatic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess from my experience, what I can say is that Maypadam took me from a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis to um, crossing, in fact, achieving a milestone every time better than the last one, uh, because of the consistency and discipline in the practice. And that's something, considering what a powerful system is, that's something I guess we both want to pass on through this
Build up the awareness
platform.
about what amazing tool that Meipadam is, and everybody should get a first-hand feel for it to begin with. And then, if it
Yes,
doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't. But at least give it a go. Give it a go. Just try it. Listen to your body
yes,
and see what it has to say. And like you say, you have had just an amazing experience in your own personal life, absolutely inspirational. So if you can spread the goodness a bit more to everybody else, that's exactly why we started this platform. So yeah,
right.
looking forward and ask questions. People ask questions. So the more you ask, the
Yes,
more you learn, the more we can give. So we are here
yes.
to give and ask us.
Yes, yes. So, all the viewers, feel free to post your questions on our videos in the comments. Post your questions, your feedback. What do you think about this project that we have started? We are going to try and keep a steady schedule. Like, I plan to do a free live class every Tuesday, and Roopa will be doing it every Thursday, and then we will be connecting for quick, a good session like this, where we'll talk about different things, different aspects of
Yeah.
health and fitness, which we are planning to do on Friday. So do let us know your thoughts, questions, feedback, and what would you like us to cover on this platform. And I'm actually really looking forward to doing this work.
I know it is. It'll be fantastic if I can engage with all of you guys, and Trisha and me will be absolutely thrilled with that. Yes, look forward to it, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so it's we are like 48 minutes into this session. I thought
I
we are
know
going
way
to
more
wrap up
than we
in
thought we would
20
talk about
minutes.
my Padam.
Yeah.
Don't get carried away,
So
Trisha.
yes, 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 yes. So okay, 1 minute. We have a comment. Does Maypadam has fixed movements or multi-dimensional movement can be done in many ways? Maypadam has close to 1500 movements, and these are asymmetric multi-dimensional movements. In fact, who is this question? Pranjal, if you start doing our free classes, which we will be which will start from next Tuesday, you will see that Maypadam, the way Maypadam movements are in all the dimensions, in all the angles, and they are quite many of the movements are quite asymmetric, which we are not used to. We are only used to linear, symmetric movements, moving in fixed angles, simple angles, which is something that Maypadam is far away from. And that's actually why Maypadam was the foundation for all traditional Indian martial arts systems. Because martial arts, in like modern fitness, does not move in one single line. It is multidimensional. You have to move in different angles. You have to be aware of all your surroundings. And actually, I think Rupa and I both, since we are like really martial arts practitioners, we can vouch for that how Maypadam has helped us in our respective martial arts practices. So you start
Absolutely.
attending the classes from the free classes that we'll upload from next week, and you will understand more about this. The clarity will come. Isn't it,
Definitely, yes.
Rupa?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So yeah, the multidimensional movements, one, you're using all the range of motion of your joints, and also it's using both hemispheres of your brain, the neuromuscular coordination. To move your opposite arm and leg in coordination, you have to use both hemispheres. So that's another amazing benefit that you would get, because we don't generally do that. It's either left or the right, but here you need to use both. So yeah, it's an art
Yeah.
that keeps giving and giving. What can I say?
Yes. 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 So thanks for that. Okay. So then we'll see you soon next weekend on Friday. I think. 1 minute. Was that? Jyoti, okay, Jyoti has something to say. In spite of my knee osteoarthritis, I find Maypadam so useful and made me stronger and have modified movement which may strain
My
uh,
knee, yeah.
and have modified movements which may strain my knee. Yeah, yes, Jyoti is also a Maypadam coach, and she's also a very consistent and disciplined practitioner of Maypadam. So yes,
Yeah, thanks for
thanks,
sharing that,
Jyoti,
Jyoti.
for that.
I'm sure it will
Yes,
inspire a
yes,
few people to, yeah,
yes,
having your
yeah,
first-hand
yeah,
experience. So that's good.
yes. Okay, then,
Okay.
Rupa, let's end the session
Let's
here and
call
we'll
it a
catch
day.
up next week. Yeah,
Absolutely. Look forward to seeing everyone next week. Take care
yes,
then.
yes. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, and we'll see you soon again. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.